Hello friends, my name is CHETAN and today we are going to study about CBSE class 9 science chapter number 1 matters in our surroundings part number 4. So in part 3 we had studied about two ways to change state of matter. In that we had learned by changing the temperature by increasing the temperature. Now we are going to study by decreasing the temperature also we can change the state of matter, and by changing the pressure also we can change the state of matter. So let us start. By applying pressure, you can see I had taken some gas inside a cylinder and a piston. You can see this is the piston. Now give pressure to this piston. So what will happen? This piston will give pressure on the gas. So slowly the particles will come closer to each other, and the force of attraction between these particles will increase, and you can see as we give much and much pressure that all the particles will come closer, and these particles together will change the state of matter. Gas will be converted into liquid. So you can see this way, by applying pressure the particles come closer and the kinetic energy also reduces and the attraction between the particle increases, and so it will be converted into liquid. So this way you can see that gas is converted into liquid by applying pressure. In other words, you can see a statement: the gas liquefied by application of pressure. Example: LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, that you are using at your home in cooking. I think all of us are using this liquefied petroleum gas in cooking. So that is also conversion of a gas into liquid by pressure. Now, how the state of matter changes by lowering the temperature? Actually, we all know this. If you put water in the ice segment of your fridge, what will happen? That water will be converted into ice. But how actually, what process happens? Look here. So bowl you had kept inside with water in your refrigerator. So what will happen? This water is having some kinetic energy, or the particles of water is having some kinetic energy. Now slowly as the temperature decreases, the kinetic energy also decreases, and what happens? The force of attraction between this particle increases, and a time will come that all the particles will come so much closer that the water will be converted into ice. So this way, by decreasing the temperature also, state of matter changes. Look here, if we cool the gas, the kinetic energy decreases and the particles slow down. As a result, interparticles distance decreases and interparticle force of attraction increases. If carbon dioxide is cooled under high pressure, it can be directly converted into solid carbon dioxide called dry ice. We all know this. If you don't know, then please keep this in mind. Directly carbon dioxide is converted into dry ice with this process. So this is also a type by which, by lowering the temperature also, we can change the state of matter. Now moving towards the next process, that is evaporation, a surface process. Evaporation, you know, this is something nearby. Generally students don't know the difference between evaporation and boiling. They think both are same. In boiling also water is converted into steam and moves, and in evaporation also water particles move away and it goes away, but actually both are different. In boiling they need a temperature up to 100 degree. The temperature of the water should reach, but here without reaching to that temperature, directly the water will be converted into gaseous particles. So let us start how. This is a surface phenomenon. The phenomenon of changing or change of liquid into vapor at any temperature below its boiling point is called evaporation. You had seen that your mother is cleaning the floor of your house with the mop. So what happens when she is cleaning? She is applying water everywhere. But after 10 or 15 minutes, what will happen? You will not able to see that water. So what happened about that water? That water evaporated. Without reaching to its boiling point, that water evaporated. So that process is called evaporation. Actually, what happens in evaporation? The particles of waters are lying here. So whatever they are moving, they are having kinetic energy. So the particle above the surface gets separated slowly due to many reasons. That reasons also I will tell you. And what happens, this will move away, and slowly all the particles will move away, and the water will be converted into small droplets of water, and you will be able to see that no water is left at the end. So this process, without reaching to the boiling point, this process of particles moving away to with each other is known as evaporation, but you need to write down this as your definition. Now let me tell you the points, factors affecting evaporation. Surface area. First of all, if you had split some water somewhere in your room, what your mother will come? She will come and mop away, and he will increase the surface area of that water. Why? What will happen? So that particles will also go away from each other, and slowly. So whenever you increase the surface area, evaporation process happens quickly. Now temperature, you can see in summer the water on the floor will quickly dry, but in winter when humidity is there, it will take time. You can ask your mother what happens in summer. If she dries the cloth, what happens in summer, that cloth will dry quickly, but in winter it will take much time, more time than you can say in summer. Why? Because at that time humidity is there. Or if you will try to do, if you want to dry your clothes in your room, switch on your AC and try to dry. It will take a long time to dry, because the temperature is high, sorry, temperature is low, you can say, and humidity is there inside the room. So that's why it will take more time to dry. Now speed of the wind, yes, this is also actually speed. What speed will do? Speed of wind will take these particles very far quickly, very far from each other quickly. And so when speed of wind is high, evaporation also happens so quickly. And the nature of liquid, yes, lesser the boiling point, lesser the boiling point will increase the evaporation process. Means you can see many liquids are there whose boiling point is very low or less, you can say. So at that time, that liquids will evaporate very fast. Okay. Now difference between evaporation and boiling. So let us start with boiling. It takes place at particular temperature, so it has to reach up to its boiling point, right? Then and only then boiling will happen. But in evaporation it will happen at any temperature. At room temperature also evaporation happens. Now boiling is a bulk phenomena, right? And evaporation is a surface, so it takes place on surface, and it has some container where all the things are there. That's why this is called bulk phenomenon. No cooling caused during boiling. Yes, this is the most important point. Whenever you are boiling water, that steam will go up, and you can see one type of heat in the atmosphere. But during evaporation, you will see cooling happens in the atmosphere. How? Let me tell you. In summer, you are spreading water near your houses. Why? What happens to do that? What happens? The particle of the water moves away, and that will go in the air. And what happens? That particles will give a cooling effect to you all. So that's why evaporation always causes cooling, while this will not do that. So here we are ending our lecture. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.